Hi guys, Jerry K. Poppers informing. Okay, this is my Morelos outfit, Jose Maria Morelos Pavon's outfit. Do you like it? Okay guys, these are some of the most important trending topics around the world according to my opinion. Okay, so let's start with Apple. During these days, yesterday or the day after tomorrow, I don't remember very well, but the company Apple, this computers and technologies industry, got $1 trillion $1 trillion as revenue. So it means that the profits or the utilities that Apple reach is $1 million. So I could observe or I could notice that it's almost the same amount of revenue that Mexico reached last year as a country. But imagine, just one company is almost or has almost the same revenue or the same profits as a one country, in this case Mexico. Well, I don't know, but it means that monopolization is going to come to our world, talking about technology, and this Apple company is going to monopolize the computers and the technology industry sooner or later. Let's see in 10 or I don't know, in 15 years, maybe surrounding the 2030s, in 2030, I mean. Well, and what about Trump's news? Well, many people is complaining about Trump. Many people is are complaining about Trump's policies. So in recent speeches, Donald Trump has claimed the nation for their support to him. So in recent speech in Pennsylvania, in recent speech in Pennsylvania, I think it was in Philadelphia. So he said that he was to be with tough heart, with tough fist, with tough hand against the illegal migration. He's going to support the ICE program to avoid illegal migration, and many of Democrats, the senators, and many media, and many Democrats, many Latin American, and many people around the world is against him. But well, I don't know. I think he's right. He's in the correct way, because many people who come to the U.S. from not just from Central America, from many countries, European countries, Middle East countries, Asian countries, etc., but most from Latin America and Central America, have been arriving without papers, without documents. So they this fact transform them automatically in illegal migrants. And what does it mean? It means that an illegal migrant there in the US or in any country has to use not a fake ID, not a fake social security ID. It rather, or she or he rather uses an ID from another citizen, from another legal citizen, from the U.S. in this case, and it means that he's like being a fake person. He or she. Imagine you are like Carlos Lopez, or I know Jaime Nunez. I don't know, and you are using the social security ID of Sergio Ruelas, that is a legal citizen there in the U.S. So you are violating the U.S. policies, the U.S. rules. That's why you need to have a working visa if you want to work in Canada or in China or in South Korea or in Dubai, and most of it in the U.S. because you know U.S. has the death penalty and has a border patrol. U.S. has a very very rude police officers, so you don't want to be you don't want to be caught by rude police officers there in the United States. So I support Donald Trump's decisions, and I support Donald Trump's ideas that build the wall in the border between Mexico and the U.S. So I support that idea because it's just trying to make fair policies around the world, and in this case policies in the U.S. well, but many people is against him, and he's like suffering a lot of critics from many people inside his country and outside the rest of the world in each continent. But well, let's see what is going to occur, what is going to happen. Well, have you seen López Obrador's new look? Have you seen López Obrador's new outfit? So he's wearing a Benito Juárez style as an outfit. So, and it means with his gestures and with his postures, and with the kind of suitcase, with the kind of suits he's wearing, and with the kind of speeches he gives, he's like trying to imitate Benito Juárez. Even when he was visited by the Canadian lady, I don't remember her name, sorry, the Canadian lady to have a deal in pro of the TLC-AN. He was like with a Benito Juárez picture here on the wall, and the lady here, and next to her, López Obrador with the same posture like this or something like that. Talking about visitors, he has been visited by Mike Pompeo, the U.S. State Secretary. He has been visited by a First Minister of China, or the Trade Secretary of China. He has been visited by this Canadian lady, but Of course, they haven't been held, or they haven't held, they haven't been holding these visits in at Los Pinos or at, I don't know, Palacio Municipal, because remember, López Obrador is just right now in this real, very real day that is August, Saturday 4th, 2018. He's not the president yet. He's just the virtual president. The real president is still Enrique Peña Nieto. Well, López Obrador hasn't been receiving these governors or people from other, or diplomats in his house. He has been receiving them, and I think in a hotel, or I don't know. Sorry for not having that information. Okay, but well, he's like doing many things, but indeed he's not yet the real president. It's just the virtual and formal president is Peña Nieto, but he's just the elected president. But he's going to be the real president till December 1st this year, 2018. And finally, well, one of the most important weather news. One of the most important news about the weather is the heat wave that we have been suffering during this summer time, during this summer season. So almost all the world have been suffering heat wave. I can't say that not in South America, because they are having winter season. Parts of South Africa, parts of all islands near Australia, and of course Australia too, New Zealand, and that part of the Earth, of the planet. But well, what about the rest? Middle East, Europe, North America, Central America, Asia, and Middle West, and Central Africa and North Africa. Well, we have been suffering, talking about Celsius degrees, more than 40, almost 50 Celsius degrees, and well, many people said that it was provoked by the human being hands, and according to news, to the very last news, they say that heat wave is not provoked by human beings' hand. Is provoked by volcanoes that are under the earth. And remember, most in the zone of Hawaii, volcanoes are eruptioning. So it means that we are living a super dangerous situation, talking about global warming, and it's not, according to news, is not propagated that heat wave by the human beings' hand. So remember that campaign several years ago by Al Gore, that he says, talking about global warming, had been produced by the human hand. So this very last news from last days have said that is not an artificial issue, it's just by nature. Well, what do you think about these trending topics? So it was my collaboration for Jerry K-Popper channel. Okay, so keep listening K-pop. Remember, K-pop forever. Give me comments, give me likes, subscribe my channels, and let me know in the comments below what kind of topic, what kind of new or what kind of subject you want me to talk about in my channel, Jerry K. Poppers. And remember, on Sundays, Jerrito Biciruteando. Okay? Share and subscribe. Bye.